Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make southern fried potatoes. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have your russet potatoes, and I already have them chopped up in bite-sized pieces and washed, and I got about 8 of them in there that fit in the palm of your hand. And I've got 2 slices of sweet onion. Got to have that sweet onion, and about the size you would put on a hamburger, and I chopped them up already. And then you've got salt and pepper, and of course you have to have your Crisco oil. Alright, I've already put my oil in my pan, and I've got it heated up, and I'm going to go ahead and set it on my eye, and I've got it heated up on medium. Between 5 and 6 is what I usually put it on for those that you have stoves like that. So I'm going to add my potatoes. You never want to put potatoes in lukewarm or cold oil. You always want to make sure your oil is good and hot, but not too hot because it'll, burn you. But make sure your oil is good and hot before you put your potatoes in there. If you don't, you'll have real greasy potatoes. And so next we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. And of course, whatever you want to add, to your specifications that you like. And you can hear it's already cooking. It's already smelling good. And what I do is, I start mixing it up and let that oil coat all over your potatoes. Get them good and coated with your oil, with your Crisco. And now I'm going to put my lid on it, and I'm going to cook them like that for about 5 minutes, taking my top off every once in a while and stirring them till they start to cook before I add my onions. And we'll be back when I'm ready to add our onions. We're back now. They've been cooking for 5 minutes, and I've stirred them twice. And so now they're about halfway done, and they're smelling really good. Whoop. I love fried potatoes. And they're about halfway done. And now I'm going to add the onions. And the reason I do this is because onions cook down to about nothing really. And if you want to have that good onion flavor, if you put your onions in there when potatoes are about half cooked, it keeps the flavor in them longer. Don't cook them down to nothing. You've got half the cook time you do your potatoes. Alright, I'm going to stir them up real good in here, and you can see the potatoes are getting done. Mix all those good onions, those sweet onions in there with it. Mix them up in there really good. And now I'm going to cook them for another 5 minutes and just stir them maybe twice, and I'll be back when they're done. Our potatoes are done now, and about halfway through, about 5 minutes in of cooking them, I had to add about another 1/4 cup of oil around the edges, a little bit over here and a little bit over here, and then I just sort of smeared around it because we like ours, my family likes ours more brown. And if you don't want yours brown, you don't have to do that. I just prefer it that way, the southern way. And some people just don't like it real crispy brown. But see how brown the potatoes got? A little bit of crust on them. That's so good. And so I'm going to turn my eye off, and I'm going to put them on our plate. These smell so good. And after I added the extra oil about 5 minutes into cooking them, I cooked them another 5 minutes on medium-high heat to give them that crispy look that my family likes. So there it is. Nice and cooked with some onion in it. And that's my recipe for fried potatoes. And I hope that you like watching it as much as I like making it. Thank you for watching.